This is Sam Thorley. He's a 29-year-old engineer from Warrington. He's been on Tinder for 8 years. Despite setting his radius to a maximum of 100 miles and swiping right to every woman he sees, he's been unable to land a date. Eight years is a long time.
Yeah. Well, I've got other stuff going on. I'm not just on Tinder all day.
What else do you do?
I'm on Bumble, Happen, Hinge, Plenty of Fish, Match.
Why do you think you've not been on a date yet?
Well, I actually did go on a date last year. Went to Nando's.
How did that go?
She didn't turn up, but I stayed for some food anyway. The balloon and roses looked a bit out of place, but...
So, do you get many matches on Tinder?
Oh, loads. Yeah, I get matches almost every day. Yeah, I interact with them on social media, everything really. Sometimes they block me, but I'm persistent. I'll just create a new account.
Are you interacting with anybody at the moment?
Yeah, sure. Show you one here. Here's one I've been DMing.
That's Holly Willoughby.
Yeah.
You talking to her?
Yeah, she liked one of my tweets. So I slid into her DMs, hit her with one of my smoothest Prince Andrew child lines.
Has she responded yet?
Not yet.
Sam recently announced that he was taking legal action against Tinder. Naturally, we were curious to find out more. Tell us about the court case.
Yes, I'm taking legal action against Tinder.
Why?
Well, I've got evidence to prove they've been suppressing my profile and deleting my matches.
What evidence have you got?
Well, I matched a girl called Sophie a couple of years ago. It was going great. We've been chatting for about 9.5 days. And then all of a sudden she just disappeared off my app.
Is it possible she just blocked you?
No, because I tracked her down and she told me she didn't block me.
How did you find her?
Well, on Tinder it said she lived in St Helens and her location was 8 miles away. So I got hold of a map and I basically highlighted the area in St Helens that's about 8 miles away from my house. I just went door to door until I found someone called Sophie.
How long did that take you?
About 3 or 4 hours a day for 6 weeks.
What did you say when you found her?
Well, at first she was a little taken aback, but she eventually had to leave her house, and then the next morning she told me she didn't block me and she loved the Prince Andrew line, so...
Okay. Do you think you'll ever get tired of Tinder?
What do you mean?
Well, constantly being rejected must be exhausting.
Yeah, it can be.
Have you considered speaking to somebody? Maybe a professional, counsellor, therapist? Somebody like that? I mean, I'm worried about you. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Alright, cut that.